Welcome back, toy fans, to episode 189 of Ronald's Reviews. And on today's episode, buy it incomplete. Is it worth it? Cue the match. Welcome back, everyone. Now, like I said in the intro, today I'm going to talk about buying items incomplete and is it worth it. Now, in the collecting community, you will often hear people giving advice when it comes to buying vehicles and figures to buy complete. And generally that is good advice, but I personally think there is a time and a place where it is sensible to buy incomplete. And that's because I think there are times where if you're sensible and you do it right, I think it is possible to buy items incomplete, complete them over time for cheaper than it costs to buy complete. So recently I picked up two job lots of two particular G.I. Joe vehicles, both in beta condition with various parts missing. One is a G.I. Joe Snowcat and the other is a Tiger Cat. And when I saw these job lots, when I looked at the prices, I was convinced that between the two lots, I could put together a complete Snowcat and Tiger Cat for cheaper than it would be to buy them complete. But did I manage it? Let's go find out.
Okay, so here we go, folks. So as you can see, I've just about managed to get everything on the table. On the table, you can see remnants of 4 different vehicles. So we've got 2 Tiger Cat vehicles and 2 Snowcat vehicles, all in pieces. Now, I bought these in 2 lots. So the idea was, can I buy 4 vehicles in beta condition and somehow manage to make 2 complete vehicles still at a cheaper cost than it would have cost me to buy 2 complete vehicles. Now, I've said in previous videos, everyone's advice when it comes to collecting is buy complete, and whilst that is good advice, I've said before, I do believe there is a time where it is sensible to buy incomplete. It is possible to buy incomplete vehicles or incomplete job lots and make good vehicles for a cheaper price than buying complete, and this is what I'm trying to do today. So I am convinced that I could buy bits of all these vehicles and make up 2 complete vehicles for cheaper than it would be to buy 2 complete vehicles. Now, as you can see, everything on the table I bought in 2 lots. So one cost me £30 for the lot and another one cost me £25. So that's £55. Everything you see on the table currently cost me £55. So currently split into 2, that is £27.50. So currently trying to make 2 complete vehicles currently stands me at £27.50. And between everything on the table, I don't think I'll be too far away. So that is the idea. I'm trying to show today that it can be done. It can be done buying job lots of beaters and parts and still manage to put together complete vehicles for cheaper than it would have cost to buy complete. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to give everything a real good clean, get everything laid out, let it dry, then we're going to come back and start reassembling and just see how close we can get to 2 complete vehicles, a complete Tiger Cat and a complete Snowcat, currently for £27.50. Okay, let's get to it.
Battles in the snow for G.I. Joe! G.I. Joe! American hero! Battling the Cobra foe!
Look! They're in the snow! Cobra troops! Get the Snowcat and get the Jaws aboard!
The G.I. Joe Snowcat holds 10 Joes and it's got a missile rack and torpedo skis.
G.I. Joe! American hero!
Cobra's on the run! Yo, let's go!
G.I. Joe Snowcat. Other Joe and Cobra figures and equipment sold separately from Hasbro.
Okay, and there we go, folks. So we're going to start with the G.I. Joe Snowcat. So as you can see, all the pieces for the Snowcat I've now got on the table. They're all cleaned up and all ready to be reassembled. Now, I've got to say straight away, I have already identified one piece that I'm missing, so I am going to have to spend some more money at this point. But as things stand, each vehicle, like I said earlier, currently stands me at £27.50 each, but I am going to have to spend some more money. So that is where we are at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going through all these pieces, identify which are the best ones. So for example, the body and the pieces, which are the whitest, which look the best, and start assembling a complete vehicle and just see how close I get. So let's see how I get on. Okay, here we go folks, and now we're moving on to the Tiger Cat, and I'm going to do the exact same process. Everything is cleaned up now, so I'm going to start going through all the parts just to see which are the best parts to use. Now I've already decided that I am not going to use this. Now even though this body and this shell is a really good base, it's got a really good wheelbase on it and a really good shell, but you'll notice there's no Tiger Force stickers on there, and I didn't realise that when I picked it up. I never noticed that. So even though that is a really good base to use, there's no stickers on that one. So what I'm going to do, I am going to use this one. So as you can see, this one is a good base as well, but the stickers are already on there, and I don't really want to start peeling stickers off to put them on another base. They're already on there applied, and I'm quite happy with where they are. So I'm going to use that base, and I'm going to use that chassis, because again, as you can see, the stickers are already on there. So I know which body I'm going to use, but now I've got to go through these parts and just see which are the best, and the same process, start reassembling the Tiger Cat and just see how close we can get to the finished article. Now, like the Snow Cat, I have identified one piece missing, and it's actually the same one as the Snow Cat. It's just something I never noticed when buying them, so I do need at least one piece for each vehicle. So again, that's going to cost me some more, so that will have to be taken into account at the end when I'm looking at whether it was worth doing. However, we're going to start putting this guy together, and again, just see how close we get. So let's get to it. Okay folks, so that is the build's finish, and would you believe this is everything I've actually got left over. Now remember, I said earlier in the video that there are a couple of pieces that I needed. I'm going to try to pick those up in the next week or so, but in the meantime, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to try and sell all the pieces that I've got left over. The idea is then that I can offset that against what I've already spent. Obviously, like I said, I have to pick up another couple of pieces as well. So once everything is finished, I'm then going to show you the finished article. But this is what we are looking for. So we are looking for a complete Snow Cat and also a complete Tiger Cat. So with the power of editing and filming, let's see how I got on. And there we go folks, so as you can see, both vehicles now 100% complete, and I think you'll agree they look absolutely amazing. Now if you know your Action Force and G.I. Joe vehicles, the keen eye amongst you will have spotted that the two pieces that I missed from both vehicles was the windscreen wipers. Now I'm just getting into G.I. Joe, so easily overlooked, but yeah, I managed to get two wipers now, so both vehicles 100% complete. So let's discuss price. Was it worth it? So from earlier in the video, you'll know that both lots cost me a total of £55 to get everything that you saw earlier in the video. I then had to pay £12 for both wipers. I managed to get both wipers for £12. So £55 and 12, that equals £67. So both vehicles, to complete them, currently stands me at £67. That's my total outlay. But as I said a few minutes ago, I had quite a lot of spares left over, and I was confident that I could sell those spares. I managed to move them on in the UK G.I. Joe Facebook group for £22.50. So £67 minus £22.50 leaves £44.50. So divided into two for each complete vehicle, that stands me at £22.25 for each completed vehicle. And I think you'll agree that is an absolute result. I am so pleased. You know, I'm over the moon. Again, you know, when you're looking at things like this, you've got to do it sensibly. You've got to take a good sort of educated decision on doing this. But the question posed at the start of the video was, Is it worth buying incomplete? Well, on this occasion, it 100% absolutely was. I'm so pleased with the result. So like I say, you've got to be clever, you've got to be sort of sensible when you're doing it, and obviously you've got to have the time and inclination as well. Of course, it is easier and quicker to buy complete, but sometimes it is worth buying incomplete. But you've got to look at what you're looking at buying, what stuff you're getting with it, try to make an educated calculation on what it's going to cost you in total when you get all the bits you need, and then make a decision from there. But on this occasion, it worked 100%, and I am so pleased. But also what I did do is I then jumped on eBay just to give you a little bit of a comparison. Now, obviously I didn't look at auction prices because you can always get lucky on eBay with an auction, but I looked at the cheapest buy it now prices that have gone in recent months for a complete Snowcat and the complete Tiger Cat. Now, the cheapest Snowcat complete that I found that sold on eBay recently for buy it now was roughly around £50. So we're talking around the £50 mark for a complete Snowcat, but I couldn't actually find one in the UK that sold recently for a Tiger Cat. The closest one I could find was in the Netherlands, and that went for roughly around £90 as well. So let's just say £90 plus £50, that's £140 to get both complete. I have done it for £44.50. So that is an unbelievable result. So like I said, on this occasion, it is 100% worth buying incomplete. But you've just got to be sensible and make sure that what you're buying, you are confident that you can do it. And when I looked at the job lots that I was picking up and what was included, I just kind of knew I could do it. I just felt confident I could do it. So yeah, there we go, folks. A complete Snowcat and Tiger Cat for £22.25 each. I think you'll agree that's the result. You know the drill by now, folks. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. I get back to everybody. But just before I wrap up, I just want to give 2 shout outs and 2 big thank yous. So first of all, I want to thank Paul Brooks, one of the admins from the UK G.I. Joe Facebook group. He was one of the people that sold one of the job lots to me, gave me an amazing deal, so thank you, Paul. But also I want to give a big thank you to our Adam, better known as the Real Toy Dude on Instagram, because Adam is a G.I. Joe collector, and I've bought a few figures recently, and Adam is keeping me right with prices and making sure I don't overpay for anything. So I just want to say thank you, boys, for your help. I really do appreciate it. And as we all know, folks, when it comes to help with collecting, sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe!
I'll see you next time.